typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Still more this, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dawners, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state that worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dawners, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dawners, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical. Something takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I can't.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers make it their first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? And now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 35, 60. Set.
Following the interception, Young. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Panthers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Shot, 17. Ready?
He's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Red, 38. Ready?
Young working out of the gun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
He's stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, go Bears!
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and put their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Punt. 10 punt. Set.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Steeler defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
Ready.
Young now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact potted the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete, Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way to the end zone now for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next
45.
weekend. And
White.
Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
On the set. 18, right here. Set. Lightning, 18.
On the give, it's Warren. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Hand off for Warren. And work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Tucker. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation when prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Check view.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal and kind of heal. Do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Yellow, 43. Set. Go.
They'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Well, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready, ready. Claws, 10, 33. Yellow.
Now here's Young. That'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's a 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, hut. 50, green. Hut, hut.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Black, 95. Check, smash. Set.
To the air once more. Young. Got a man. That's the get. And he's going to touchdown, but he's got the 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down. Red, 30, blue, go. Check, hut.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay, break.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Ready, ready.
Young to throw it. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Ready. 45. White. Black shot. Ready.
Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Ryan Fitzgerald now to have the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Panthers 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Blue 32. Black swap. Ready.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Yellow 43.
Throwing. Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
52 blue. Hey, go steal. Ready?
Young will set to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is good. And the cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they're wisely just taking knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building.
And now the rookie screen. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Panthers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, 95.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And now full incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
White. Ready.
To throw, Young. Looking really finds McMillan. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run it. And we'll get about 3 up past the 25.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. He'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now run to Warren. And space tough to come by there. So to get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Tucker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Warren. He'll be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and one time out of their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Ready?
Here is Young. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right. Here we go. Here we go. Black, 95.
They'll set up to throw. That's pulled in by Brooks. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Third down and 1.
Let's go. 50, green. Check, Hunt.
Looking to throw, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Panthers
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
10 at the 41-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Hunt, Hunt.
Young now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd
Ready.
and 3.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Check, smash. Hunt, Hunt.
They'll throw again. Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of the focus was in the passing game until they resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ready, ready, ultra, blue, 32.
Now Young. This ball taken in here by Brooks. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
33, yellow. Check Fury. Ready?
Young to throw it. Stealing pressure too much here. He's going down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Second and 10. That's 1. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, he'll drive to throw. Short one there to Freiermuth. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Ready.
On play action, Young. They'll find McMillan here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Set, ready. 50, green. Ready.
The Young keeps it moving right. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Let's go. Drill, 10 black, red, yellow. Set.
Now here's Young. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And able to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. There's the Panthers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Oh, he's caught. Burns through the contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On the run, it's Warren. And it follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Steeler first down.
Let's go now. Bravo, lady.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
It's Young off play action. Got him in. That's Lee. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Black, 95. Set, go.
Again, running right is Hubbard. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's go. 45, wide. 22 needle. Hut.
Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Black 40. Set, hut.
Young to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 22.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he tapped that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Ready?
Young. This is caught by McMillan. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of the offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ultra, ultra. Set.
It'll be Young again. His pass caught at the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Yellow, 43. Ready.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as he is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's 1. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions, though, defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ward. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go, set.
And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 reps. 60 reps. 10 cycles. Set.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete to Ligon. And they work this well on the field across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Ready, ready.
They'll give up. He loses the football a 2nd time. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
I think I unloaded that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19, right.
They'll set up a throw. And with a pass, he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. First Steeler touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Second and a couple.
Set, hunt. Hey, go Fury. Hunt.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Set, hunt.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Down. Blue, 32. Set.
Throwing. Young. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good look at the end of that one. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
60 red. 60 red.
To throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
On the double.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 45. White. Ready?
A quick throw by Young, caught on wide. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
Ready up.
So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll throw again. Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Panthers
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Red 38. Set.
Brooks is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score.
Panthers 27.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Let's go. 19 Tiger.
The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on a jet sweep. And then instead right up the middle. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ward. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go now. Hawks, 7, Cowboys.
Up the middle they go. Warren. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really eliminate them. Not cool.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go, set. Hawks, 7. Go.
And they will take a knee here.
Set. 70 Timberwolves.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways.